reason. Upsetting the female could get the male eaten by his mate. Males are capable of mating more than once in a short period of time. They can produce new sperm bundles in less than a week and start the dance all over again with a different partner. A pregnant female will stay that way anywhere from 3 to 18 months, depending on food supply and temperature. If it's very cold, the gestation period can double. If she's unable to find food during her pregnancy, she'll reabsorb the embryos to survive. A single pregnant female transported into an unfamiliar habitat can start a whole new colony. Many parts of the world are only home to certain species because of a pregnant scorpion accidentally stowed on a cargo ship. Babies arrive one by one, fully formed. After birth, they're immediately hoisted onto their mother's back. The number of offspring varies, but it can be anywhere from 1 to over 100. A female scorpion with a large litter can give birth continually for days. This is a scorpion's most vulnerable time. If it's separated from its mother at this very early stage, it will become dehydrated and die. Almost 30 babies are supported by this Centroides gracilis. They're sustained by a nutrition-filled liquid secreted from their mother's back. Compared to other arthropods, scorpions invest a remarkable amount of time and energy into their brood. This early period of hand-holding may give the animal the head start it needs to last in the wild. But the free ride lasts only until the first molt, usually within a week or two after birth. If they stay longer than this grace period, they risk being eaten by their own mother. Once the young are independent, they will molt periodically until they reach adulthood. They usually shed their skin 5 or 6 times before they reach maturity. But it's a long, treacherous road to adulthood. The hazards of adolescence come in all shapes and sizes. An assassin bug is a predator with the skill of a seasoned hitman. A young scorpion, new to the ways of the world, naively walks into the arms of this killer. With speed and precision, the assassin bug injects its victim with a lethal toxin that rapidly dissolves tissue. The Arizona bark scorpion, found in the southwestern United States, ventures into the desert night. Although it's relatively small, this species is highly toxic. The scorpion wanders at its peril. Its enemies include large spiders, bats, and lizards, all of which are plentiful in the desert environment. This young scorpion will learn that the great outdoors are full of surprises and sticky situations. A tangled spider's web draws the Arizona bark scorpion into its weave. A tugging from below alerts the web's mistress to the catch. This unlucky scorpion has found its way into the silky web of a black widow spider, the most venomous spider in North America. Her venom is 15 times more powerful than that of a prairie rattlesnake's. Within minutes, the scorpion is bound in the powerful webbing. Pulling free is more difficult than it looks. This happens to be one of the strongest spider silks in existence. Unlike other webs, the black widow's is notoriously erratic and tangled-looking, making it difficult to spot. This scorpion has wandered into a death trap. She uses her legs to skillfully knit the scorpion into submission. The oily tips of the black widow's feet keep her from getting caught up in her own web. The scorpion kicks the air in a futile attempt to escape. The spider doesn't miss a beat. Movements are stifled as the scorpion is bound on all sides. The spider works with deadly efficiency, suspending her catch in a silky cocoon. She carries her prey away from the ground, clear of other hungry predators. She injects venom and digestive juices into the scorpion. The toxin kills the prey and liquefies its flesh. This meal is prepped, wrapped, and standing by. Scorpions are a shining example of evolutionary success. What has allowed them to survive the test of time? A high rate of procreation? A protective mother? Or is the key to their survival something completely different? Dusk washes over the foothills of southeastern Arizona. For scorpions brave enough to look, a host of dangerous predators are on the prowl. Wild peccaries travel in small herds, constantly searching for something to satisfy their hunger. As the fierce desert sun fades away, peccaries kick into high gear. Razor-sharp canine teeth have earned them the name javelina, the Spanish word for spear.
I think you might have got it done. I think it might be
A
done.
unique flat disc at the tip of their nose is used for rooting and lifting logs, always in search of food. It's this feature that puts hiding scorpions at risk.
I'm pretty sure.
Against this menacing backdrop, scorpions have managed to thrive.
Diablo, the smaller
In
one.
the average desert, there's a scorpion
Right
every 2 square
here.
yards or meters. Some deserts support 10 times
Is
this amount.
obviously the male and fantasy,
Masters of the art of
which is
self-preservation,
her right here.
scorpions have developed an ingenious patchwork approach to living in the midst of danger.
You might have gotten it done. This might be time
Laying
to
low
separate.
is a favorite survival strategy,
We'll see.
a deceptively simple means of staying alive.
Give it a couple more
Hiding in
minutes.
a crevice is an easy way of avoiding predators. If a proper burrow isn't available, digging one is always an option. This rototilling fury can excavate soil 400 times its own body weight. A flat rock scorpion can adjust its tail to squeeze into the tiniest of hideaways. Some species of scorpion will spend their entire life in a well-built burrow, hoping for dinner to wander by. A burrow is a refuge from the relentless heat of the desert sun. Life a few inches below the ground is a little cooler and a little more humid. On the hottest of days, it can be the only means of staying alive. Of course, other refuge-seeking creatures are thinking the same thing. A vinegaroon sprays its trademark vinegar-like mist at a nesting scorpion. The acid is strong enough to temporarily blind its target, even home base can have its hazards. If a scorpion does decide to venture out, it will usually do so under the cover of night, when most predators are asleep. Even the most active species will only spend 1 in 5 nights away from the burrow. For the most part, scorpions are loners, not known for their social skills. And when they're hunting, company is the last thing they need. A spiny mouse scuttles across the grasslands of eastern Tanzania. Gregarious and rarely still, this rodent scours the ground for food.
I think that might be done.
Nearby, a shiny burrowing scorpion is looking for prey of its own. Notoriously curious, the mouse investigates. This species of scorpion has acquired a very direct means of letting a guest know they're not welcome. Enthusiasm unabated, the spiny mouse comes back for a second look. A strong defensive posture and an increasingly agitated hiss drive the point home.
Yeah, I think they're done.
Hissers are easily irritated and quick to defend their personal space. It's usually enough to ward off a predator or an over-friendly rodent. No time for self-pity when the stomach is empty. The diet of this mouse varies according to where it lives, but in this bare-bones desert environment, anything edible will suffice. A mealworm's plodding pace is no match for the quick reflexes of its predator. Squirming and struggling only serve to provide the mouse with some sport before dinner. Scorpions may owe their staying power to a forgiving metabolism. When food is scarce, a scorpion can enter a state of near hibernation to survive. The metabolic rate of a root vegetable, like a carrot or a beet, is faster than that of a dormant scorpion. At this rate, they can get by on 1 meal a year, enabling them to survive in some of nature's most inhospitable environments. When hunting is favorable again, they simply wake up, becoming active predators instantly. A similar survival trick occurs in species that live at high altitudes or northern areas. These scorpions have the ability to withstand sub-zero temperatures without their circulatory fluid becoming solid or crystallized. It's a logic-defying mechanism that allows them to survive in harsh sub-zero temperatures for months at a time. This scorpion was completely frozen less than 12 hours ago. As its environment warms up, the scorpion thaws and simply walks away, undamaged and ready to hunt. And sometimes, the easiest meal may be the next of kin. Cannibalism has also evolved as a survival tool. Where prey is few and far between, eating each other is a fine way to tide things over. In some nocturnal species, younger scorpions will deliberately hunt in the day to avoid being hunted down by their more experienced elders at night.
Alright, I think that's about it. Yeah, they're done with each other.
The South African flat-tailed scorpion roams the deserts and swamplands of Mozambique and South Africa. It's a large species that stores an ample amount of venom. Gerbils are perfectly adapted for the desert. They retain water well and are excellent diggers. A born investigator, this gerbil is attracted by anything out of fat tail just might qualify.
Fat tail. Don't mess with the fat tails.
Otherwise known as the spitter, this scorpion responds to threats by shooting venom from its tail. The spray can reach a victim 1 meter away. Curiosity hasn't served this gerbil well. The slight bit of spray isn't lethal, but is strong enough to
Get
reroute
back in
the
your little
road.
home. Nice and gentle.
When exposed to the unforgiving light of day, scorpions enjoy another basic trait of self-preservation:
There you go.
camouflage.
Good job, buddy.
Each species is color-coded to blend into the background of its habitat.
You okay?
The Androctonus australis is found in the desert regions
I've got one of
Africa
those.
and Asia.
Androctonus australis.
All right. Fantasy
It's a
Edger
small but
moment.
powerful species.
We will see you.
Its incredibly potent venom makes the
Later.
Androctonus one of the most lethal
Thanks for
scorpions
watching.
in the world.